Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Arthenex Plays Europa Universalis 4 as Byzantium. I'm back. I'm ready to go. I've surveyed the situation, and it occurs to me that seeing it as it is now 1544, this game has been going on for a full century. And it's interesting to note where we've come. We've come from 3 province minor, totally afraid of the Ottomans, to being pretty dominant. If you take a look at the ledger really quickly for the Ottomans, as we're about to go to war with them again fairly soon. There they are. They're down to 19,000 troops and a force limit of 23. So far and away shy of the major military power they once were, and their navy has been almost completely eliminated, a total of 4 ships. In the meantime, we've also expanded a significant amount westwards, gaining the lands of Naples in Italy, and looking to push further west, although kind of looking for an opportunity there. And we've also reestablished ourselves on the Crimean Peninsula and taken quite a bit of land around the Sea of Azov, which should hopefully benefit our trade situation significantly down the road. We're already pulling in quite a bit of money from that direction, and we're only going to be looking to expand on that, especially if we can. We're now the number one country in this trade node, but we still only have 31% of the trade power. So if we can get control of the actual territory of Azov, then we should be able to expand that significantly and pull it down to Constantinople, where we control 74% of the trade power, since we managed to take this province here. Vendigar, I think is how I eventually decided to pronounce it. We've also unlocked the exploration idea group. I've kind of gone back and forth on it, seeing as how slowly I'm building diplomatic power. The first thing I'm actually going to do is switch my national focus from administrative to diplomatic. It will suck to lose the 3 of the diplomatic power per month, but if I'm ever going to get this colonization off the ground, I desperately need to finish picking up those diplomatic idea groups, so those exploration idea groups. So I'm going to go ahead and make the switch. We may wind up switching it back to admin after 30 years, but for now, diplomacy is going to be more important. It sets us to an even 5 of each. And I may even buy a level 2 diplomatic advisor, but seeing as I'm about to go back to war, I want to be a little bit cautious with that. Speaking of which, we're currently at war with basically just supporting Austria in their war against France. Austria and Poland are still involved in their war, although I don't see Poland hanging on for too much longer here. I think that they're probably going to surrender. It'll be interesting to see what Austria takes from them, or what Pomerania takes from them, I should say, because Pomerania is actually the war leader. We may see a separate piece out of Austria where Poland gives up a bunch of stuff, and then Poland's able to take what they wanted from Pomerania afterwards. We'll have to see. In the meantime, closer to home, our truce with the Ottomans is going to expire next year, and it's looking like it's going to take these rebels longer than that before they're willing to revolt. And I'm not sure I'm willing to wait that much longer than that. Also interesting, these Greek patriots that revolted refused to siege the province, and they've just been standing there this whole time. Now, they won't attack the Ottomans, and the Ottomans can't seem to attack them, but they have been looting this province the whole time, so they haven't been exactly worthless. They've basically been denying a lot of income for this province from the Ottomans for this whole time. So they didn't exactly get what I wanted out of them, and it may have been preventing the Ottomans from moving their capital. Usually when the AI has an isolated province like this as their capital, they'll move it somewhere safer, but this time they didn't. Now that could be because they didn't have the admin points to do so, or because of the rebels, or I don't know. But It is a little bit annoying because I would like to retake that province, but I've got plenty of other provinces to take from the Ottomans, so not too upset about that. So that kind of brings us back up to speed on where we are. We'll be looking to explore, and we'll be looking to attack the Ottomans. Seeing as we're back up to almost 50% manpower, I'm going to go ahead and recruit some more army, try and build my army back up. I lost mostly infantry in that war with Crimea, and just gradually over the last several years I've been losing a bunch of infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and build probably about 6,000 more infantry. That'll give me 2 armies of 20 again, which is about where I want to be. And then, so let's just go ahead and do that. Or 5 and 6. And then the other thing I'm going to do is go ahead and buy this military tech. It'll still leave me a couple hundred military power points, but it will give me a new type of infantry and also plus 50%, a new tactics advance and plus 50% supply limit. So it's definitely worth doing before we go back to war with the Ottomans. And we will go ahead and upgrade our pike infantry to, let's see, offensive or defensive. The offensive ones do more morale damage, which is kind of what I'm interested in. So let's switch to the offensive ones. All right. Again, we still don't have any. We still don't have any missions that I really want. The take mission, unfortunately, is on this province, which we're not planning on going to war with for anytime soon. We're certainly not achieving religious unity anytime soon. And this is the Timurids, who we are not really interested in building up diplomatic relations with. We are, however, interested in building them up with Circassia, seeing as they are now our vassal. So I'm going to go ahead and start improving relations with them. And I think that takes care of all of the miscellaneous things that I wanted to do. 11.8%. I think what I'm going to do is I have 3 provinces here. They're all not worth very much for me right now anyway. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the unusual step of increasing autonomy in those provinces. I don't like doing it, but it will significantly reduce the speed at which they'll revolt. That will mean that this province will be the only one providing revolt risk. I don't want to increase the autonomy of this province. It's actually worth something. But these are not worth that much, and I want to move my army down to prepare my attack on the Ottomans. So rather than let these guys revolt, I'm going to increase their autonomy. So that will significantly reduce their autonomy. It doesn't go down to 0, unfortunately, because of the nationalism. Doesn't quite cancel out the nationalism, but it gets it down low enough that they are now down to 15.1% chance, which pushes it back to 4.4 years. Hopefully I can keep that under control with military power. Alright, I'm going to move my army back here. Move my navy back here to prepare to ferry it. And let's go ahead and unpause. Let's see, I lost a claim on Azov and Tua. Of course, I just reloaded the game, so I always get a bunch of events whenever that happens. Serbia, not unrivaled Milan. Serbia has rivaled Hungary. Kara unrivaled. Kara rivaled me. Well, that's not surprising. Did I rival them? I kind of forget. I think I did. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I kind of figured I was going to have to deal with the Mamluks before them. But I will the next time I get a new rival slot, rival Kara, because there is conflict brewing. Our vassals now border each other, if nothing else. Okay, let's go ahead and start the ferrying process with this army. Go ahead and land him in Constantinople. And I should go ahead and reassign this general, who for some reason was unassigned. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and take a mission and then clear it to reset my mission slots. Let's take this mission and then cancel it. And I'm going to try not to peace out early this time to avoid taking a relations hit with Austria because oh, Poland's back up to friendly attitude. That's good. Okay. Load you guys back on there. Send you back over to the ferry. Just in case you're curious, my exploration fleet is still repairing, so I can't send them back out again. For a few more months anyway. Go ahead and send all the infantry I recruited back over to Constantinople. We've got about 6 months before we can go back to war with the Ottomans, and I do intend to be punctual. Oops. Wrong units. I want the fleets, not the army. Although now that I'm at war, I can actually walk my troops back through there because you can walk through Allied territory when you're at war. This is Hungary. Yep, they're still at war. Croatia and Ferrara. Oh, I see. Ferrara is coming to their allies' aid. Croatia might get this province back too from Serbia. We have a free advisor. Okay, let's hire a plus 10% morale person. That seems pretty good considering we're about to go to war. Gotta keep an eye on the unrest, but hopefully it won't be too bad. What's the supply limit here? It's 52. I'm going to stand here because that will also have the added benefit of reducing unrest. And these guys are now allied to me, but they're still not sieging the province. I really don't understand what's going on with this rebel group. Yeah, that drops the unrest significantly. France upgraded their government type. Discovering a little bit more. Alright, how's this doing? Almost. One more month and I'll send them back out. And I'll go back to the old assign a bunch of orders in advance strategy because the notification that it's gotten somewhere and needs orders, for some reason I've either missed it or it hasn't popped up or I don't know what's going on. But it's just been hanging out there, which is not what I want. Alright. Let's try and find this island. Alright, we'll see if you can find it after that. Okay, just take a quick look at the ledger. Make sure the Ottomans haven't acquired a bunch more troops from somewhere. Nope, still on 19,000. They got a lot of manpower, but if we can carpet siege them, all the manpower in the world will not help them. How are those revolts progressing? They have not progressed at all. Excellent. These guys, okay, 1.2%. Not relevant. Hungary fought off Ferrara, so it's going to be interesting. I don't think Hungary can get to Ragusa, so they might have to settle for just taking this province from Croatia. All right. Let's send this fleet down here. So the goal for this war, Kara declared war on Syria. They should be able to. Syria, I don't think has any allies. No, so Kara should be able to stomp them. Yeah, Syria's not particularly impressive tech level in any case. Okay, are there any more Ottoman provinces we can fabricate a claim on before we declare war on them? Yes, there is just one. We will go ahead and do that. Okay, what I'd like to do is find the Ottoman army again. Oh, it's in this province. Alright, let's move you guys back to here then. Now this province, I believe, yeah, there's a river between every single province it's adjacent to. So, can't avoid the crossing penalty unless their general kind of sucks. Now, I'm a little bit concerned. Will I be fighting the rebels and the Ottoman army if I move in there? I don't particularly want to do that. Oh, that's going to end that war. Poland will cede Danzig to Pomerania. Poland will annul all treaties with Denmark. Alright, so Poland lost that war and lost Danzig, which is a severe blow to them because Danzig is an incredibly valuable province. But it does at least end that war, which means that Poland, well, Poland's probably still not going to join our war with the Ottomans. Speaking of which, it's almost time. It's almost time to declare it. The beginning is going to be a little bit interesting. So they haven't have they reformed any more allies? No, they're just allied with Tunis. Alright, so is our alliance expired? Or truce, I should say. Looks like it. So can I declare war? Oh, I need a diplomat. You get back here. Okay, now can I declare war without breaking truce, or do I have to wait another month? Let's see. I know Austria is not going to join. Poland is not going to join. And Hungary is not going to join. But that's okay. So we were going to choose the Holy War, CB again. So that we don't have to pay Diplo power for what we take. We're going to be by ourselves with our vassals, of course, fighting against the Ottomans and Tunis. The Venetian navy should be powerful enough to stop Tunis from doing anything relevant. So let's go ahead and get this started. Make sure, yeah. Okay, making sure that we weren't going to lose any stability. Alright. So what is this army going to do? Alright, I'm going to sink the Ottoman fleet, apparently, immediately. which is fine. Perhaps I'll just ignore that army as long as they're sitting there. If I move my troops across the strait here, their army won't be able to get to my army to attack them. I guess they could siege my provinces, but if they do that, I can go back and destroy them. So, right, let's detach one ship here to blockade the strait. You stay here. You guys go over here. Detach blockade here. And then send you guys up there. They seem content to stay there. Alright, I'm going to... That's their friggin' whole army there. So I'm going to... make a bunch of siege armies here. I'll send one there. I'll send one there. I'll send one. Let's see, I won't be blockading them yet. I'll just send one here. And I'll send one there. Okay. Start sieging their territory. If they want to sit in their capital the whole time and let me siege the rest of their land, that's fine. I'll siege the rest of their land and then come back and attack that army. Let's go ahead and do one more. Keep the armies, siege armies small, and try and minimize attrition here. Alright, let's see, detach blockade. Go there, see if I can still full blockade that. I can. Alright, I'll go ahead and send one more siege army here. Okay. Alright, let's see if the Ottomans try and counter-siege me. I kind of suspect that they might not. They have to know that as soon as they leave this province, I'm going to attack them. So, how's France? France, of course, is conquering Liege because Austria was so distracted when that war started. Having lost Danzig, Poland has returned their main trading port to their capital. I will go ahead and resume improving relations over here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to speed 3 here while we wait for these sieges. I don't anticipate anything changing too much. Triangle trade. Okay. Alright, and we finally discovered this. Did our fleet make it back home safely? They did. Excellent. They're almost fully repaired again. So this is 562 away, and our colonial range is 325. So doing the math on that, Another 100 would push it to 425. So if we get both, we could indeed colonize that immediately. I noticed Portugal's already completely colonized this, so they may already be in South Africa, which would be kind of a bummer because I really wanted South Africa, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We're not going to be able to do anything until we get up to 400 Diplo power, so we can wait. For our sieges to progress. Ottoman's army. This is so far, this is the most peaceful war of conquest that I can remember. Their army is just sitting there. Not even suffering that much attrition. A little bit, but not much. Let's move you back into the province that actually has some unrest. Speaking of which, okay, our rebel groups are still a long way from being worrisome. Oh, I can claim I have a mission. See, this is why it's nice to reset your missions every once in a while, because I'm currently fabricating a claim on that province, so that should be easy enough to complete. Okay. England already declaring war on the Native Americans. Mamluks is no longer a valid rival for Byzantium. Wow, the Mamluks are falling apart. I think they have a peasants' war or civil war or something going on, which is what's making that situation so much worse for them. Oh, the Ottomans are finally leaving their capital. I wonder where they're going. They're going to siege this province. How do I want to deal with that? I don't particularly want to let them take it. They have a 222 general. Well, I actually have a better general for them than them for a change. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reassemble. I'll leave you there. Too far away. I'm going to reassemble some of my main fighting army and go destroy them. That's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and move in here and see if I wind up fighting these rebels. If I don't, I'm not sure how I'm going to get rid of those rebels. Because if I can't fight them and the Ottomans can't fight them, then alright, apparently I can't fight those rebels. So let's just go and attack the Ottomans' army here. Drop it back down to speed 2 for this. Okay, they're moving here. Should be able to wipe them out when they get there. You can move down to there. Okay. Stacked wipe them there. Let's go ahead and siege the capital and then go and carpet siege the Ottomans' territory. Okay. Okay, can I take a mission? Yeah, I can take this province, which I will do. We rivaled Poland. The Ottomans even building any troops? Oh yeah, there they are. Oh, right, because I finished coring these, I can convert them. So let's do that. That one's almost done. Okay. Let's attach a siege, attach a siege. Send one up there, and the other one over there. Okay. Crimea doesn't seem to be, or Tunis doesn't seem to be doing anything worthwhile. Put it back up to speed 3 to wait for these sieges. Gain 1 stability. Awesome. That will help my missionaries. And I can actually convert these 2 provinces with 2 stability. I think I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait till I have a little bit better speed on that. And instead use my missionary to convert this province. Oh. You should be blockading that. Whoops. Don't need to blockade that anymore, or that for that matter. Might as well group the fleets back up. Oops, I take it back. I do need to blockade this. Let's do that. Almost forgot. The capital has a port there. Let's see, they're up to 60%. How much is it going to cost me to hard street with them? 82. That's not so bad. Let's go ahead and kill this army before it gets any bigger. Okay, they're sieging that province. Okay, another province taken. Move you down there. Portugal declared war on an African country. Wait, who just declared war on Milan? France declared war on Milan? Really? Oh, Milan declared war against France. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It's like France is getting crushed. How are they... Well, they're not getting crushed, but their armies are getting wiped out. How are they declaring war on Milan? Okay. The Grand Banks Fisheries. That means fish is probably going to drop again. Okay, France pieced out one of the miners. Kara vassalized Syria. Kara has a lot of vassals. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vassals for Kara. Interesting. Wonder if the Ottomans are recruiting troops down here. I don't think I'm going to be able to siege this province. It's on the wrong side of Kara. I don't think it will matter, though. Okay. Now that I won that siege, suddenly I'm fighting the rebels? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. But I'm obviously going to retreat as soon as I can, if I can. And now the rebels are leaving. France white-peached out of their war. Are they going to siege that? No. Where are they going? Oh, I bet you they're going here, because that's a Greek province. See, I need a province with a high force limit. That will do. I'm gonna go kill those. So you can take over this siege. And I'm gonna go kill those rebels. Probably need a couple of other armies to finish sieging before I do. And pause. And drop it back down to speed 2. Let's see, I got a free diplomat because I finished fabricating that claim. Let's top off Poland. You still have that same leader? You do. Age 67. Oh. You got there and we immediately won the siege. Well, you can head back there. Those rebels have been good, I think, but they've served their purpose. Now it's time to let them go. I need a new admin advisor. I will take the prestige. Manpower still looks good. come out of this war in good shape. Be interesting to see how much Diplo power I have to spend on my peace deal. Hopefully not too much, because I'm almost at enough to start colonizing if I want to. I have to think about if I want to or not. Let's see, what is this army? 9, 4, 8. I really like this siege to finish. Then I will definitely attack them. That'll be enough troops. Or even this one. I got a little while before they take this province. Okay, the siege finished. Okay. Wonder if they would defect to the Mamluks. Sure. 78% war score. Alright, I'm gonna go for level 2 Diplo guy. Let's get this guy. Better relations over time. Can definitely use that. Wow, I'm now making no money anymore. I'll have to really watch that. Might have to go back down to a level 1. And you're up to 80%? Okay. It's harsh treatment you. Just a little bit of war exhaustion. Okay. I'll send you up here too. Even without a leader, you ought to be able to beat that army. Might as well wait for those guys. Well, if this goes to 7%, if this goes positive, oh, walls breached. All right, in you go. Genoa's fabricating a claim on Rome. At least the rebel army doesn't have a leader. And neither do I. That's unfortunate. No, you cannot have 10% of my income for 30 years. Didn't we go over this already? Oh, that was my explorer who died. Alright, that's actually fine. I don't really want to do any more exploring at the moment. Interesting. Alright. Go kill that army, and then I can start thinking about sieging these guys over here. I don't know if I want to bother though. I think maybe I'll just take as much as I possibly can from up here and call that good. Where did that army come from? Tunis. See if Tunis will separate peace out. Well, let's see, I'm at 97% war score. It doesn't really matter. Alright, more Patriarch authority. That'll help my missionaries. And keep an eye on those rebels. Those Turkish patriots are going to be a problem. Probably going to have to let them revolt. Oh, this finished at least. That's one less Turkish province I have to worry about. Let's just see what I can take here. If they want that and that. Claims on both of those. Let's see. How much is it to take every province that I have a claim on? $101 and 108% overextension. So, which one of these provinces do I want least? Probably this one. Or maybe this one. This one's worth a little bit less. Alright, let's say I don't want that one. Now, yeah, that drops me down to 92% overextension, which, while not great, is acceptable. And this costs me no diplomatic power and gives me a 14-year truce. Alright, I'm not going to increase the truce length by taking anything else, and I don't want to spend any diplomatic power on it anyway. So, I guess, no, that puts me over 100% overextension. Alright, so I guess I'm going to be satisfied. Oh, what about this? I think I'd rather have this than this. Let's wait for that siege to finish. Let's wait for this siege to finish, because I think I'd rather have this province. Because it's coastal, I have a claim on it, and doesn't get me any new claim area, but it's coastal. It will also let me fabricate a claim on this province. Okay. Right, so let's see. I don't suppose I can just add this one, can I? That would take me to exactly 100% overextension. I think that's okay, actually. It's only a problem if you go over. Well, only a significant... You only start getting the really negative events if you go over. You go over 100% overextension. Yeah, so you can go right up to 100. I think I will. So, 100% overextension and 96 peace offer value. And no diplomatic power. You gotta love that Holy War CB. A lot of aggressive expansion. Syria, Golden Horde, Kara. Yeah, I might be getting a new coalition. But since it's kind of interesting. I already have a coalition of Italy. Will these guys join the coalition too? I suspect that they will. But it's not going to stop me from taking this land. I got to take it at some point. 15.6 prestige and a bunch of aggressive expansion. Alright. 100% overextension. Send demand. Alvins will see Kastamonu, Sinop, Kvir, Mentis, Surhan, Sugot, and Tek. Alright, so I could have taken these to release them but as a vassal, but I don't think there was any need to do that. Yeah, Golden Horde entered a military coalition against us. Not surprised. Alright. So let's send you guys, regroup our armies back here. Regroup Our navy's over there. Gonna start thinking about building up my navy again. Looming disaster because, yeah, my national unrest is high again. Well, I gotta start by doing this. Let's start with the most expensive ones. Am I gonna have enough to do all of them? Almost, but not quite. So 47 plus 31, that's 75. Oh, 85. Right. Okay. So I'll have to wait a few more months before I can core these last two. They're fittingly the two on the end of my empire. I'm not at war anymore, so that should go down. Alright, well, I don't have a convenient theologian to hire to reduce my I don't have a convenient theologian to hire to reduce my revolt risk. So I'll just have to weather the storm here. Okay, go. Oh, actually, this seems like a pretty good place to end this episode, actually. So I think I will do that. With another successful war and another big chunk taken out of the Ottomans. So if you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel. Either way, I hope you all have a terrific day.